And welcome back to a Less Than Satisfactory podcast in a Less Than Satisfactory year. As you can see, here I should say, we're back for the first time in a while. It's been a little bit.
Yeah, life happens.
It really does. Lots happened this year. But the most important thing we need to talk about, because, well, since we've been off YouTube for a while, and, you know, it's already finished up, kind of. Let's go ahead and talk about...
What? Oh, what? I get to talk about politics? Oh, by the way, in case anybody forgot, I'm Ethan.
Yeah, I'm Austin. Sorry, it's been so long. I forgot how to introduce us.
Yeah, we're just real rusty. We've moved sets a little bit. We're going ergonomic. We're at a standing desk that's definitely a bar. We didn't play beer pong on this earlier at all. Nope.
If that tells you where our budget is right now.
We are now. We're doing the standing podcast life. I'm sure all of you with standing desks out there in life totally understand this.
Hey, they took our chairs, man.
They took our chairs. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway, since we've been gone.
Since you've been gone.
We have been lost. Yes. So the election happened. Whew, man.
That was an election. That was.
Is it over? Still unclear. The apparent winner was Joseph. Oh, hold on. I gotta look up his middle name for you. It's ridiculous. Joseph R. Biden.
Roosevelt. Ruth?
No, it's
Joseph Ruth.
It's far worse than you would ever think.
Rumsfeld?
No. Whoa. Ooh. His middle name is Robinette.
What? Joseph Robinette
Biden. I don't know why.
That sounds like a character from a sitcom.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't sound real.
Why is this Robinette?
I mean, he is from Scranton, so.
Yeah, Pennsylvania is weird, as we have found out through the election.
Yes. That is 100% true.
But yes, the apparent winner is Biden. The other side has not admitted that yet, but we assume by the time this comes out that he might have made some progress in that regard.
Who knows?
But the most entertaining part of this, because let's ignore that dude in the Oval Office for a second. Nobody cares about him anymore.
No one actually cares about the presidency. We're more concerned about one person in particular.
Which, it is 2020. How is this person still relevant? Rudolph Giuliani, America's mayor.
America's sweetheart.
God. Oh my goodness, he's still a person and apparently, allegedly, a lawyer. And
I would dispute that heavily.
He has been apparently in charge of the Trump campaign's response to the election, and man.
There's your first problem. Why would you hire this man?
I don't know. Because, let's just, for those of you who may not have been paying attention, but I'm sure you might have heard about this somewhere. It was a few days after the election that Trump announced on Twitter that his lawyers were gonna have a press conference at the Four Seasons in Philadelphia.
Which, okay, cool. Whatever.
Totally normal. Well, A few minutes later, he took down that tweet and replaced it with a similar one that said, Four Seasons Total Landscaping.
I forgot about that. Is that Giuliani that did that?
It was Giuliani. So, therefore, Giuliani held a press conference
at a landscaping custom
in the back lot of the strip mall headquarters of a very small landscaping company.
That landscaping company's gonna have so much business now.
Oh, they started selling T-shirts afterwards.
Of course.
Cash in. That should be enough. That should be entertaining enough of a story.
Just right there, I mean, that's termination right there.
I mean, but it gets better. Because not only was it in a strip mall, but it was next to a crematorium.
Oh, no. Oh, I was unaware of that.
And an adult bookstore.
Boy, what screams America more than that?
Fantasy. And, like, okay, I totally get it. What probably went down is...
Someone typed in 4 Seasons on Google and that popped up.
I mean, maybe they just had an intern do the scheduling and... But anyway, what apparently went down is they hadn't, like, finalized the location of the press conference, and Donald Trump just announced that it was at the Four Seasons. And they're like, well, let's not make him a liar. So they found
a place called Four Seasons.
Yeah, there we go. And
okay.
Hey, it's a match.
I mean, in a way, he was correct. I mean, it was a Four Seasons. Probably wasn't what most people were expecting.
Yeah,
it was a Four Seasons.
It was a Four Seasons. And so, yeah, they just did not... They just couldn't backtrack and be like, yeah, we're just going to have it at the Marriott. Sorry, guys.
Holiday Inn only, boys.
Yeah, like, come on. Well, and they didn't even play it off as, like... They could have just, like, played it off as politically, hey, we're trying to, like, say we're representing America's small businesses or whatever.
The blue-collar worker.
No, they're just like, we intended to have it here, guys. This was always the plan. That was just...
See... And... There was so much they could have done with that.
And the best part was during the press conference.
What's that?
Everybody found out that they had called the last state that Joe Biden needed to reach 270 electoral votes.
Yeah.
So they just called the election for Biden during the press conference.
Oh, so he was anticipating having a different
press
conference.
Rudy Giuliani had to respond to Biden according to the press, being the winner during the press conference.
That's got to be awkward.
And you would think that is embarrassing enough, and he'd just sort of in a retreat back into, doing his job and continue, try to keep a low profile for the most part.
Now let the heat die down a little bit.
Yeah. No, okay, but a couple days ago.
Oh, no.
They had another press conference. This one wasn't as bad. They booked a normal press conference area. It wasn't the backdrop wasn't a freaking garage door with Trump signs plastered on it.
Yeah, at least this one, it looked like it was a concert hall or something.
Yeah. But, oh man, this poor man.
He can't catch a break, can he?
No, because it is not entirely clear what it was, but he was so sweaty. And, I get that. I'm not trying to say, I don't blame him for being sweaty. I get sweaty even just doing this podcast.
I agree, but, stress gets you, it happens. But you have to prepare for it.
And not, just dye your hair right before the press conference. Because this man, on one side of his face, this black liquid substance just started dripping down his cheeks. And it wasn't just near the hairline. It just was going straight down the cheeks. Oh, and then it happened on the other side. And it was just...
It looked like a horror movie.
Oh, man, it was bad.
What's that movie where the dude starts poking at the scar on his face and he just keeps ripping it?
Yeah, it just kept coming, and there was nothing he could do about it. I mean, I would have just been like, "Hey guys, let's take a beat. I'm dripping. I'm melting here, guys. Just play it off fun. It's okay for embarrassing things to happen like that, as long as you acknowledge the embarrassing thing.
Dye running down your hair, a fly landing on your head. You have to be like, all right, guys, that one's on me. You got me. You got me good.
Because nobody would be talking about this if you just oh, hey, I think I'm having a bit of a problem here. Oh, and it's gone. No one would care.
Just go, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, for just one moment. My hair dye is running. Grab a paper towel, wipe it off real quick, call it a day.
No, but instead he just kept right on talking. Just nope, I don't even notice it.
If I don't think about it, it's not happening.
Oh man, that is the motto of the century for that campaign. But yeah. Whew.
Speaking of Rudy Giuliani.
Oh yeah?
There is one other thing he did that was a Nazi this year.
Oh, that's right, man. Why is this... whoever is, in this poor man's life, like,
Who is his PR manager?
just sit him down. Let's have an intervention, Rudy. Rudy, just take a beat, retire. You're old. You don't have to do this.
And don't get fooled by Borat.
Good.
Come on.
Oh no, what did Borat do to I think I've seen
yeah.
previews of this, but fill me in.
So essentially, there's a scene in the movie. Spoiler alert: if you're planning on watching it and haven't yet, it's been a couple weeks. So where have you been if you were?
Well, me.
No.
Well, I mean, I have my opinions on Sacha Baron Cohen.
We'll get to there. I'll try to sway you later. So essentially, he's got a daughter in this film now, and he's trying to, pawn her off on like a political figure of America.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That way, she marries into, quote unquote, a rich family. Like he tried.
What does that have to do with Rudy Giuliani?
Well, he tried with Pence first.
Oh no.
And that didn't go well. Film's actually kind of entertaining. There's a few gross parts, don't get me wrong, but
I mean, it's Sacha Baron Cohen.
There's going to be gross parts. So, anywho, doesn't work out with Pence. So,
Wait, how does he try it with Pence?
you'll have to watch the movie. I'm not going to describe it
Oh
online.
no. Oh no. Yeah, this is a family podcast. Come on.
Listen, I'm willing to go all the way to like TVMA, but anything past that I cannot do. I'm sorry.
This is an Adult Swim at night.
Oh no. But after, the Pence thing fails, he eventually, comes across somehow, some way they end up running into Rudy Giuliani, and she's like trying to do an interview with him, and they go into the back of this like hotel room thing.
Oh no.
And from what everyone said, he was just adjusting his pants, but it really doesn't look like it from the camera angle they have.
Well, okay, now wait a minute. There can only be, so I assume this was an attractive young lady.
I mean, they cleaned her up a bit.
Oh. But okay, attractive enough for an 80-year-old man to be maybe like...
Yeah. To have interest.
Stand at attention a little bit.
Yes. To be a little taller.
There's only one reason why a man adjusts his pants. And it usually has to do with the dick.
I mean, you're not wrong. And unfortunately, I do believe that was probably the case.
I think I remember him responding to that. He said didn't he also unbuckle his belt though?
Well, that's what started, because he unbuckled his belt and then he was, quote unquote, adjusting his pants.
No one has to unbuckle. He's not that fat. Like,
no
one has to unbuckle their belt to adjust their pants. Which I don't know if I can really talk about that because I wear overalls all the time.
I mean, I know people who are a bit bigger. They do not have to do that at all.
Oh man, why is he still in public life?
I don't know. Regardless, though, we do have a bigger thing to talk about.
Oh yes.
We need Ethan to watch a Sacha Baron Cohen film.
But like,
listen, I get that Borat's, disturbing in a lot of ways.
But like,
you don't have to watch that one.
There's a totem pole of comedians that I don't like, and like, there's Adam Sandler.
Wait, what's wrong with Adam Sandler?
Lots of things are wrong with Adam Sandler. Where do I start?
Listen, Jack and Jill never happened, okay?
Billy Madison was a terrible movie.
What?
I stand by it.
What?
It was a terrible movie.
You're a terrible movie.
I am Hey, I give my opinions. This is America's free country.
You know what happened to the last person on the podcast that disagreed with me? We had the Russians taken.
Yeah, we did have the... Shh, quiet.
Oh, wait. What I meant to say was he left on his own accord.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, no. Adam Sandler. And then there's like... It used to be Jim Carrey, but he grew on me a little bit. But most of Jim Carrey's films.
Okay, I can give you some of those because they're a little rough.
I don't like The Mask.
Okay, that is not one of them. The Mask is a beautiful film.
It's so weird. I'm sorry. Jim Carrey
The
is an
Mask
acquired
2
taste.
is weird.
It's just too weird. I love weird, absurd humor. I grew up on British television. British sitcoms. It's about as absurd as it gets.
Okay, Rowan Atkinson. Do you like
And then we
him?
got Rowan Atkinson.
Mr. Bean?
No. I'm sorry.
I cannot win with you.
That was like one of the few British comedians I didn't like.
What about Ricky Gervais? Can you work with him?
He's fine most of the time.
Okay.
I liked, there was I don't remember what it's called now, but there was like a fun sitcom that he was in that I enjoyed, where he was like the dean of a college.
Nah, I don't remember what that was.
He was pretty forgettable in it though, probably. And then there's Sacha Baron Cohen. I just like,
Okay, there's one film you have to watch with him in it.
What? Oh, well, okay. I'll forgive him. Talladega Nights.
That's the film.
Is the only good role that I've ever seen him in.
You have to watch that film.
I mean, I have seen Talladega Nights.
Well, watch it again.
It was a fine movie.
I watch it once a month.
Good lord.
It is my favorite movie of all time, okay?
I mean,
You can write that on paper.
I have softened on my stance about Will Ferrell. You have converted me. I didn't used to like Will Ferrell that much.
Did Eurovision help with it?
I actually haven't seen that yet.
Really?
Yeah, no, it was
That's
really
a good film.
Honestly, one of the things that helped me like Will Ferrell more was when he did the thing with the Rose Bowl, the Rose Parade.
The Rose Parade.
Where he was like the co-host with, I think it was it Tina Fey? Or was it? Was it? It wasn't Amy Poehler, was it?
It may have been Amy Poehler, because it may have been when they were promoting a movie they did called The House.
Yeah, the Rose Bowl Parade. He was with.
I'm trying to.
Oh, none of the ones that we were thinking about. Who is that?
What?
Molly?
Oh, Molly Shannon.
Molly Shannon. I don't. She's
not
on
very-
SNL. That's all I know.
Yeah, I mean, I know the name. I'm trying to remember if she did a film with him.
Did she actually do?
Surely they had to have. They wouldn't have promoted it otherwise. I mean, this is one of those occasions where I actually cannot think of a Will Ferrell.
But yeah,
film.
that role was what kind of helped me soften my stance on Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell. I still don't really like Elf, as controversial as I'm sure that is.
I mean, I like Elf, but I can understand not liking it. It's got a certain taste to it, so I can live with that.
I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a curmudgeon when it comes to most holidays. So.
No.
Hate Halloween.
Okay.
Halloween
Hold on.
ruins the entire month of October for me.
Hold on.
What? What's wrong?
So, listen, I get that Christmas has become a beast that cannot be stopped.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've given up on hating Christmas. It's too...
4th of July is just Patreon the holiday.
I mean, I don't mind the 4th of July. That's just about...
I enjoy it.
You get around, you get together and you cook out. Like, it's a perfectly great holiday.
Yeah, but October, there's a reason it's all Halloween. It's because it's trying to keep Christmas's shit out of October.
You're right.
And because of that, I am fine with it.
I
Also,
never thought of that.
I really like Halloween. So it's my favorite holiday.
I get it. I hate dressing up in costumes. Masks weird me out in general.
Well, that's why you should just do what you did this year.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to fill you guys in, I was out of town, unfortunately, for Halloween. So our normal get-together that we have with a couple of friends, I got a picture that night that Ethan dressed up as me. He grabbed a Dr. Pepper, a race shirt, and a hat. And by God, it wasn't too far off.
Yeah, and I yelled at his lady partner. The first thing I did when I got there.
Way to freaking be.
But yeah, I totally get it. I hate scary stuff. Like, I'm not a fan of it. Life is scary enough for me as it is. So it ruins the entire month of October. It's why winter is my favorite season. Because it would be fall, but Halloween exists. But you're right. I didn't realize that angle. That, like, Halloween is the buffer that keeps Christmas
Otherwise,
at bay.
if there was no Halloween, guess what? Christmas starts July 5th.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Just think about that for a second.
After, like, Labor Day is the latest that it could be put off because that's the only other holiday that people would care about.
And
Thanksgiving is the greatest holiday ever invented.
It is,
and it's not strong enough.
It is my favorite food get-together holiday.
Yeah, no, it's great.
100%.
That's exactly why I love Thanksgiving. You just cook a bunch of food, and you eat a bunch of food, and then you fucking nap and play and watch football.
I was about to say, play football?
Some people play
Play football?
Play football.
Thank you for the clarification. Oh, man, that was a lot.
But yeah, no.
Speaking of football, though.
Oh, yeah?
Let's go ahead and end this on a higher note.
Oh, yeah, I miss our sports podcast.
Yes, unfortunately, because of our restraints and not being able to see each other as much as we used to, we aren't able to, film enough content to make a sports podcast. But we're going to go ahead and shoehorn it in right now.
Oh, yeah. So,
all right, so let's catch up with all sports right now.
Okay, football
is nuts.
Yeah. Chiefs are going to win again, probably.
I mean,
but,
yeah, if the Steelers actually are as good as they are, they might give them a run for their money, but that's the only team even close.
No way. The Steelers are a fake. They're a fake team now. I'm saying it right here on the podcast. I mean, Steelers, they shouldn't be 9-0. It's only because their last few opponents have been very soft opponents.
Don't get me wrong, Steelers are much better this year than they have been in years past.
But I don't think they're going to make it very far in the playoffs.
I think they'll win the first round if they're not having that bye week, because the NFL changed up their fucking playoff system here.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, remember 7 teams make the playoffs each side now. And
there's an extra week now.
It's really weird. I don't know how I feel about it. Regardless, if the Steelers don't make it to the bye week, because there's potentially a chance the Chiefs could still get that, or even I think the Ravens still have a shot too.
Yeah.
Probably. They're always up there. I say they could make it through that first round. Bye week, however, I don't care who they're facing. They're going to lose. So
I mean, they're going to lose to the Chiefs. Let's just...
Well, at some point, they're either going to lose to the Chiefs or the Ravens. You pick.
Bills, maybe?
I feel like they could beat the Bills, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because the Bills are still young. They're a little inconsistent. Next year, the Bills could be something.
For sure. Now, the NFC, though, is wide open.
Yeah, it's pretty much pick a team.
I have no idea. Honestly...
For a minute, I thought the Packers were going to be it. And then everyone got hurt that wasn't named Rodgers. And now I'm not sure.
San Francisco has just been,
They fell apart.
They fell apart, but they could still do pretty well. Who knows?
I mean... The weird thing is, that's another team, literally, they're just all injured.
Yeah.
That's their problem.
It could be the Seahawks, because, man, Russell Wilson is amazing.
He is.
But their defense is not amazing.
And, I mean, as much as I hate to say it, your Cards. The Cardinals actually look pretty good on offense.
It's not, we're going to take Thursday night's game out of context. Let's forget that. It didn't happen.
It still wasn't a terrible performance.
Yeah, no, the Cards could make it. Who knows? The Saints can still do it. Or the Bucks.
Hold on. Let's catch back up here. The Buccaneers are actually in playoff contention right now. Can I tell you the last time that happened? I didn't have a driver's license.
Oh, no.
Do you know how long I've been waiting for this moment?
Oh, congratulations. It only took, one of the most conceited quarterbacks in the league.
I don't care what it had to take. I'll get a fucking Brady jersey if he makes it to the Super Bowl.
And the alleged rapist.
We're not going to talk about him. Antonio Brown joining the Bucks, I still don't like any of it.
Thank you, Tom Brady. He's living with Tom Brady.
I believe that. Yeah.
It's hilarious. They're freaking.
I don't.
They fucking. I bet they fucking.
I mean, I'm sure there's some agreement where Tom's like, you know what, Giselle, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Antonio Brown just gets me going.
Maybe you think it's a cuckold situation.
Oh, no.
But it's Giselle the one.
Oh, Giselle has to hold the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But really, it's just 2 mirrors, and they're just admiring themselves the whole time.
Ooh.
But...
Yeah, that's right. You threw 50 touchdowns in one season.
As much as I hate Florida, I'm going to circle back to the AFC real quick and put in a plug for who I think could contend with the Chiefs.
Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
I would agree.
Oh my gosh, what happened to the Dolphins defense? How did it get so good?
I want them tested for steroids.
It's ridiculous. They keep making plays, and as much as I miss Fitzpatrick, I loved him.
But see, Think about it this way, though. The Dolphins have not one, but two good quarterbacks.
I know. So, like, if Tua goes down, it's really not the biggest deal because they still have a pretty decent quarterback.
Yeah, and I'm okay with Tua starting right now simply for the reason with the way he's playing, the Dolphins are going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which means, this is an interesting fact, Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to make the playoffs finally.
Oh, has he never made the playoffs?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, no. Wow. I really hope they do.
At least not in a season where he's played. Because I think he was on a Bengals team once that made the playoffs.
But he didn't play?
No. Maybe like one down.
But the Dolphins, I think, could make a play for it. They're the one that I think, I'm predicting in the AFC Championship.
Okay.
It's going to be Dolphins, Chiefs.
Okay. I'll go ahead and put in my 2 cents for the AFC Championship as well. I agree with the Chiefs. I'm not going to say Dolphins, though. Mm-hmm. I'll say a very interesting team that I think you're going to laugh at. But their defense is freaking phenomenal. And we live in the state.
Oh, no.
I'm saying the Colts. I'm saying the Colts.
No, not Pete River. Not Pete Rivers. It's too warm in those waters.
No, you see, they're using a strategy that the 2006 or 7 Chicago Bears had.
Oh, gosh.
Shitty quarterback, great defense.
Yeah, I mean...
It works. You can get to the title game in your conference for it.
Hey, it's what the Jags did with Blake Bortles.
Exactly. See, they did it too. And I say, Colts are going to do it as well. They're going to lose to the Chiefs, but...
I mean, yeah, no. It's just really no doubt in my mind that the Chiefs are definitely going to the Super Bowl.
No.
They might lose the Super Bowl, but the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, no doubt. Especially with their running back core. I don't see a way that they lose. Like, at least in the AFC side.
Yeah, no. But for the NFC, I just can't make any predictions. It's ridiculous. Whatever I say is just ridiculous. I mean...
Throw a dart at a board. That's pretty much...
The Seahawks, probably?
I mean, in the title game, it's hard to bet against the Seahawks being there.
Yeah.
Who they'd face... I'm going to say Bucks, just because I want to see them go.
It's either the Bucks or the Saints. That's what I'm thinking.
If Breeze is healthy, it could be the Saints. If he's...
Oh, fuck.
If he's still injured with his collapsed whatever...
We got to talk about the Saints real quick, though, before we end this.
No. Leave him alone.
No.
Leave him alone!
I will not forgive Sean Payton for putting us through this.
No, Taysom Hill is a decent quarterback.
No, he is not. When was the last time he threw more than, 2 passes in a game?
Week 1.
No, college.
No, he'll be fine. Listen, if Terrell Pryor could be a quarterback for a couple of games, he'll be fine.
Wait, no. What? That was terrible.
Hey, he was okay. I'm telling you. He's going to have a Kirk Cousins 4 o'clock game versus the Raiders type game this week.
God.
You're going to have 250 yards passing, maybe 50 on the ground.
No, it's going to be 100 on the ground.
No.
Because that's the only way they're getting yards.
No, they've got Kamara. They don't need him to run everything.
Oh, no, but Kamara's questionable for this game.
They got Murray, too. They'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And then he's going to pass to Emmanuel Sanders for at least 100 yards.
Well, I mean, hey, Michael Thomas is there.
So, I'm here, too. What does that mean?
Yeah,
There's a reason I traded him to you.
Yeah. What the hell, Michael Thomas?
Yeah.
Can't guard you because you can't... No one throws you the damn ball. But yeah, no, but they have a perfectly good quarterback. A normal, good NFL quarterback.
No, that's
Jameis Winston is a perfectly fine quarterback.
I had to live with that fucker for 4 years. 4 years!
But he's a perfectly good quarterback. And when he's got elite throwing weapons like Thomas and Sanders, then he'll be fine. Better than Taysom Hill.
I disagree with that simply for this... Let me explain myself.
Okay.
So, you're right. He will throw some touchdowns. That is correct. However, he's also going to throw some touchdowns to the defense of the other team.
Yeah, but it's the Falcons.
The Falcons are bound to do good sometime.
I mean...
And I think it's going to be this week. If Jameis plays.
Yeah, I mean, okay, this is my prediction for the game. Is Taysom Hill plays 2 quarters, throws 3 interceptions, and they bench him. And then Jameis Winston comes in, plays 2 quarters, and throws 3 interceptions.
So between the two, they have 5 interceptions.
6.
6. No, actually, I'll tell you what. I'll do you one better. I'm going to say what happens is Taysom Hill goes down with an injury because he's trying to do too much.
Ooh, there we go.
In the second quarter, Winston comes in, throws 5 interceptions. Nathan Peterman, get out of here. Jameis Winston, come on down.
Wait, they have Nathan Peterman?
No, I'm saying because that's the only other person that would do that.
Oh, man, I miss him.
Why?
The sacrificial lamb.
He's so terrible. He's on some team now. I don't remember.
He was on the Bills, but they cut him after that disastrous game.
No, he got picked up by the Raiders at one point. I don't know if he's still there, though.
Nathan Peterman.
Because he was the backup to David, or...
Oh, yeah, Las Vegas
Derek
Raiders.
Carr. Yeah.
He is the... Oh, man, his touchdown...
If Derek Carr goes down, Raiders are screwed.
I guess what his touchdown to interception ratio is.
I'll take a guess. I'm going to say 11-17.
No, it's not even. No, it's so sad.
What is it?
3-12.
Oh, God. How do you only throw 3 touchdowns, but you... Oh.
12 interceptions.
All right, well.
Wow. Poor Nathan Peterman.
Speaking of quarterbacks, though, let's give one more shout-out this podcast to a gentleman who's supposedly making his first career start this week. From the XFL.
Oh, yeah.
Was it PJ Walker?
PJ Walker, yeah.
Yep.
Teddy Bridgewater is probably going to be out. So it's PJ Walker time. Get on your night shirt. It's time to jam some jammies.
Yeah, I don't really know what team he played for in the XFL. I just remember he was there.
Yeah, no, I couldn't tell you either because...
I'm just going to say Battlehawks because that was my favorite team that I saw.
I mean, yeah, sure. No, it wasn't him. That was like Tamu was the Battlehawks quarterback.
Oh, was it the Dragons then? The Sea Dragons. Seattle Sea Dragons. What a weird name for a team. You know, I heard a rumor as to why...
Houston Roughnecks.
Interesting. I heard a rumor as to why Seattle was called the Seattle Dragons.
Oh, why?
I don't know if it's true or not, but it's on the internet, so it has to be real, right?
Yeah, no, totally true.
I heard they were called the Seattle Dragons because in the WWE there's a wrestler named Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
And before he joined WWE, he went by the nickname the American Dragon.
Is he from Seattle?
Guess where he's from?
No.
He's from Washington State. Not necessarily Seattle, but... And
wow.
I think they named it for him.
Yes.
Well done. Speaking of XFL stuff, supposedly they found a buyer.
Oh, really?
That was
so they're not folding?
I don't think they are. I don't know when they're going to start back up, though.
I mean, 2023, 4, 5, 5.
Let's just say 2030.
Yeah, 2050 probably.
Yeah, I mean, who really knows? I just know that there was a name mentioned in it that was a bit peculiar, to say the least.
Oh, yeah? Is Dwayne The Rock Johnson buying it?
That was the name I heard, actually.
Oh, really? I was just shooting in the dark right there.
Yeah, so...
Is it really?
Supposedly it's him and a big media corporation that's somehow linked to Disney.
Danny Garcia?
Yeah, he's part of it, too.
It's a she.
Or she, whatever. I have only seen the name. I don't actually know anything of you, Danny, so my apologies. Because supposedly it's, like, linked to Disney Fox in some way.
Oh no, Disney owns football now?
It was only a matter of time, but...
Fuck you, Disney.
And on that note, I do believe it is time.
Oh?
Are we... Is it time?
Maybe? Is it time?
I think so.
Is the episode over?
unfortunately.
Oh.
It is time to end this episode.
But I love sports!
Well, sports are fun and all, but unfortunately...
And I was just about to rant about how Disney ruined Star Wars for the 15th time.
Well, as this is part one of a 4-part series to end the year, perhaps another episode will be able to do that for you.
Alright, well, fuck you, Disney. This is out. This has been Ethan.
This has been Austin. Stay tuned for our next episode.
Stay frosty out there. Like all our socials and hit that bell icon and, be safe.
Sponsor us, please.
Keep your private parts to yourself.